The Bengal tiger, a subspecies of Panthera tigris, is one of the largest wild cats and a notable member of the world's charismatic megafauna. Having inhabited the Indian subcontinent for 12,000 to 16,500 years, it now faces threats from poaching and habitat loss, with fewer than 2,500 individuals remaining in the wild as of 2011. Historically widespread across South Asia, the Bengal tiger's range has diminished, currently found in India, Bangladesh, Nepal, Bhutan, and southwestern China. Recent population estimates include 2,603 to 3,346 in India, 2018, 300 to 500 in Bangladesh, 2015, 355 in Nepal, 2022, and 90 in Bhutan, 2015. Characteristics. The Bengal tiger's coat is yellow to light orange with dark brown to black stripes, a white belly and interior limbs, and an orange tail with black rings. The white tiger is a recessive mutant, found occasionally in regions like Assam and Bengal, but it is not an albino. Only one true albino tiger case is confirmed, and no confirmed black tigers exist, aside from a possible specimen in Chittagong in 1846. Skins in the Natural History Museum, London show 21 to 29 stripes. Another rare mutant is the golden tiger, with pale golden fur and red-brown stripes. The greatest skull length is 351 millimeters in males and 293 millimeters in females, with the longest canines among all cats, measuring 7.5 to 10 centimeters. Distribution and habitat. In 1982, a subfossil of a tiger was found in Sri Lanka, dating back about 16,500 years, suggesting tigers arrived during a period of low sea levels before the last glacial maximum. Tigers likely arrived in southern India too late to reach Sri Lanka via the earlier land bridge. Phylogeographic studies indicate the historical northeastern limit of Bengal tigers was in the Chittagong Hills and Brahmaputra River Basin. In the Indian subcontinent, tigers inhabit various forest types and grasslands, with prime habitats now limited to a few regions like the Himalayan foothills and specific tiger conservation units, TCUs, where tiger densities are high due to abundant prey. In Pakistan, the last tigers were in Khairpur and were shot in 1906 in the Indus River and jungles. India. In the 20th century, Indian tiger censuses used pug marks for identification, but now employ camera traps. Good tiger habitats include subtropical, temperate, tropical dry, tropical moist deciduous, and tropical moist evergreen forests, with tiger conservation units, TCUs, located in various regions. A 2008 census using camera traps estimated India's tiger population at 1,411, ranging from 1,165 to 1,657 adult and subadult tigers. Tigers inhabit 6 major landscape complexes across India. Sivalik Gangetic floodplain. 6 populations with 259 to 335 tigers. Central Indian highlands. 17 populations with 437 to 661 tigers. Eastern Ghats. 1 population with 49 to 57 tigers. Western Ghats. 7 populations with 336 to 487 tigers. Brahmaputra floodplains and northeastern hills. Several fragmented forests. Sundarbans. Tigers live in 1,586 square kilometers of mangrove forest. Manas Namdapha, Orang Lakawa, and Kaziranga Meghalaya are notable TCUs in northeastern India. By 2014, the tiger population was estimated at 2,226, with the largest population in Corbett Tiger Reserve. By 2018, the population increased to 2,603 to 3,346 tigers. Recent sightings have occurred in Sahyadri Tiger Reserve, Gujarat, and Goa. The Sundarbans tigers, unique for living in mangrove forests, were estimated at 86 to 90 individuals in 2018. Bangladesh. In Bangladesh, tigers are confined to the Sundarbans and the Chittagong hill tracts, with the latter's population status unclear. In 2004, estimates ranged from 200 to 419 tigers, mainly in the Sundarbans, the only mangrove habitat for tigers in the region. A 2005 to 2007 camera trap survey estimated about 200 tigers in the Sundarbans, indicating a high density due to the small home ranges of adult females and abundant prey. Since 2007, annual surveys by Will Team have monitored tiger populations and conservation efforts. By 2009, estimates indicated 335 to 500 tigers, with the Sundarbans potentially having one of the highest tiger densities globally. However, the population is isolated by up to 300 kilometers from the nearest tigers, and detailed ecological information is lacking. Major threats include habitat destruction, prey depletion, intraspecific competition, human-tiger conflict, and direct tiger loss. By 2017, the population was estimated at 84,158 tigers. Climate change poses a significant threat, with projections suggesting a 50% habitat loss by 2050 and total loss by 2070 due to rising sea levels. Nepal. In Nepal, the tiger population in the Terai region is divided into 3 isolated subpopulations due to cultivation and densely settled habitats. The largest group resides in Chitwan National Park and Parsa National Park, covering 2,543 square kilometers of prime lowland forest. The Chitwan tigers are separated from those in Bardia National Park and nearby unprotected areas, which are close to Shuklafanta Wildlife Reserve, home to the smallest population. A camera trapping survey in the Terai Arc landscape from February to June 2013 estimated Nepal's tiger population at 163 to 235 breeding adults. This included 102 to 152 tigers in Chitwan Parsa, 48 to 62 in Bardia Bank National Parks, and 13 to 21 in Shuklafanta National Park. A subsequent nationwide survey between November 2017 and April 2018 estimated the population at 220 to 274 tigers. Bhutan. In Bhutan, tigers are found in 17 of 18 districts, inhabiting elevations from 200 meters in the south to over 3,000 meters in the temperate northern forests. The central belt between the Mo River and Kulong River, ranging from 2,000 to 3,500 meters, is their stronghold. By 2015, the tiger population was estimated at 103 individuals. The largest contiguous tiger conservation area is formed by Royal Manas and Jignesini, Wangchuck National Parks, which encompass subtropical to alpine habitats. Camera traps recorded tigers at elevations between 3,000 and 4,100 meters in 2010. A 2015 survey estimates southeastern Tibet Autonomous Region, China. Bengal tigers were investigated in 1995 following high livestock losses in Medog County. Tiger paw prints were found around several villages. One tiger was shot in 1996, and officials reported 4 to 5 tigers in the area by 1999. About 8 to 12 tigers were estimated to remain a decade later. In 2008, a tiger was recorded at 4,200 meters in Jigme Dorji National Park, the highest known elevation for a tiger. In 2017, a tiger was spotted in Bumdaling Wildlife Sanctuary, likely using a wildlife corridor to reach northeastern Bhutan. As of March 2015, Bhutan's tiger population was estimated at 90 individuals, with a density of 0.19 to 0.31 tigers per 100 square kilometers. China. In southeastern Tibet Autonomous Region, China, Bengal tigers were investigated in 1995 following high livestock losses in Medog County. Tiger paw prints were found around several villages. One tiger was shot in 1996, and officials reported 4 to 5 tigers in the area by 1999. About 8 to 12 tigers were estimated to remain a decade later. A 2013 to 2018 survey using camera traps and interviews in 9 potential sites in Madog County suggested that only 1 to 3 non-resident tigers might be entering the area south of the Yarlung-Tsangpo River during the dry season from October to March. In early 2019, a Bengal tiger was photographed twice at an elevation of 2,000 meters in the Yarlung-Tsangpo Grand Canyon National Nature Reserve. Ecology and behavior of Bengal tigers. Social structure. The basic social unit of Bengal tigers consists of a female and her offspring. Adult tigers usually lead solitary lives, coming together only under special conditions such as when food is plentiful. Resident adults maintain defined home ranges where they fulfill their needs and those of their cubs, including finding prey, water, and shelter. They are aware of the movements and activities of other tigers, particularly those of the opposite sex within their territory. Dispersal and movement. In Chitwan National Park, radio-collared subadult tigers start dispersing from their natal areas around 19 months old. Females tend to stay closer to their mother's home range, while males disperse further, sometimes moving between 9.5 and 65.7 kilometers. However, they avoid crossing open cultivated areas wider than 10 kilometers. In Pana Tiger Reserve, an adult male tiger's home range was about 200 square kilometers in summer and 110 square kilometers in winter, with daily movements ranging from 1.7 to 13.9 kilometers. Territorial behavior. Male tigers maintain large territories to include the home ranges of several females, ensuring mating rights. These territories are generally exclusive among males, although transient or subadult males may be tolerated temporarily. Female territories often overlap partially with neighboring females and include more exclusive core areas. Home ranges can shift due to changes in habitat suitability or when vacancies arise from a resident's death or displacement. Population dynamics. Over 7 years of study in Chitwan National Park, researchers observed fluctuations in tiger populations within a 100 square kilometers area. Resident females occasionally passed their territories to their offspring or displaced neighboring females. The loss and subsequent replacement of resident males led to social instability, infanticide, and the death of mothers left some cubs vulnerable, with some litters perishing as a result. Despite these challenges, some young tigers reached dispersal age and became residents within the study area. These findings highlight the complex social structure, territorial behavior, and dynamic population changes within Bengal tiger populations, emphasizing the importance of understanding their ecology for effective conservation efforts. Hunting and diet of Bengal tigers. Prey selection. Bengal tigers are carnivores that primarily hunt large ungulates such as gore, sambar, chital, barasinga, water buffalo, nilgai, siro, and takin. They also prey on medium-sized animals like wild boar, Indian hog deer, Indian muntjac, and northern plains gray langur. Additionally, small prey such as porcupines, hares, and peafowl make up a smaller part of their diet. Human encroachment into tiger habitat has led to instances of tigers preying on domestic livestock. Predatory behavior. While tigers primarily target large ungulates, they occasionally hunt and kill predators such as Indian leopards, mugger crocodiles, Asian black bears, sloth bears, and owls. Rare instances of tigers attacking adult Indian elephants and Indian rhinoceroses have been recorded, although such events are extraordinary. In some cases, tigers have been observed killing rhinoceroses and even adult elephants. Dietary preferences. Scat analyses have revealed that tigers in certain regions prefer prey weighing more than 176 kilograms, with gore being a significant portion of their diet. In Bandipur National Park, gore and sambar constituted a considerable portion, 73%, of the tiger's diet. Hunting technique. Tigers typically approach their prey from the side or behind, aiming to grasp the prey's throat to kill it swiftly. After a successful kill, they drag the carcass into cover, sometimes over long distances, to consume it. Due to the nature of their hunting methods and prey availability, tigers exhibit a feast or famine feeding style, often consuming large quantities of meat at one time. Feeding patterns. Studies have shown that tigresses in Nepal make about 40 to 50 kills a year and consume a minimum of 5 to 6.3 kg of meat per day. Similarly, male tigers make a similar number of kills and consume 6.3 to 7.8 kg of meat per day. This feeding pattern reflects the tiger's need for substantial amounts of food to sustain its large body size and energy requirements. Human conflict. In cases where tigers are injured, old, or weak, or when their regular prey becomes scarce, they may resort to attacking humans and become man-eaters, highlighting the complex relationship between tigers and human populations. Threats to Bengal tigers. Habitat loss. Habitat loss is a significant threat to Bengal tigers. None of the tiger conservation landscapes within their range are large enough to sustain an effective population size of 250 individuals. Human activities such as deforestation, urbanization, and agricultural expansion have led to the fragmentation and degradation of tiger habitats, reducing their available living space and prey. Poaching. Poaching poses a severe threat to the survival of Bengal tigers. The illegal trade in tiger parts, fueled by demand for their skins, bones, and other body parts in traditional medicine and luxury markets, has led to a significant decline in tiger populations. Despite conservation efforts, tigers continue to be targeted by poachers for their valuable body parts. Human-wildlife conflict. The implementation of the Forest Rights Act in India, granting impoverished communities the right to own and live in forests, has raised concerns about potential conflicts between humans and wildlife, including tigers. Encroachment into tiger habitats by human settlements increases the likelihood of human-tiger conflicts, as well as encounters with under-resourced and ill-equipped forest department staff. Coexistence challenges. Historical evidence suggests that humans and tigers have struggled to coexist peacefully. Conflicts between local communities and tigers often arise due to competition for resources, predation on livestock, and threats to human safety. Addressing these challenges requires effective conservation strategies that balance the needs of both humans and tigers while mitigating conflicts and ensuring the long-term survival of this iconic species. Conservation efforts for Bengal tigers. Terai Arc Landscape Conservation. In the Himalayan foothills of northern India and southern Nepal lies the Terai Arc Landscape, comprising 11 protected areas spanning 49,000 square kilometers. Conservation efforts here aim to manage tigers as a single metapopulation, facilitating dispersal between core refuges to maintain genetic, demographic, and ecological integrity. These efforts also integrate species and habitat conservation into rural development agendas, emphasizing community-based tourism models in Nepal to reduce poaching, restore habitats, and garner local support for conservation. Global campaigns. The World Wildlife Fund, WWF, partnered with actor Leonardo DiCaprio to launch the Save Tigers Now campaign, with the ambitious goal of doubling the wild tiger population by 2022. This campaign operates in 12 WWF tiger priority landscapes, focusing on building political, financial, and public support for tiger conservation efforts worldwide. National conservation status. Bengal tigers are listed as endangered in Nepal, India, and Bhutan, while Bangladesh and China categorize them as critically endangered. These designations underscore the urgent need for conservation action to protect and restore tiger populations in these countries. Transnational cooperation. In April 2023, India signed a Memorandum of Understanding with Cambodia to assist in the reintroduction of tigers. This initiative aims to utilize a portion of the Cardamom Mountains in Tatai Wildlife Sanctuary to host tigers imported from India. with the last tiger in Cambodia photographed in 2007. The Cambodian government declared the Indochinese tiger population as functionally extinct in 2016. This collaboration represents a significant step towards reviving tiger populations in Cambodia and underscores the importance of international cooperation in conservation efforts. In conclusion, the Bengal tiger, an iconic and majestic species, faces numerous threats to its survival, including habitat loss, poaching, and human-wildlife conflict. However, concerted conservation efforts are underway across its range to protect and restore tiger populations. Initiatives such as the Terai Arc Landscape Conservation in India and Nepal, global campaigns like Save Tigers Now led by organizations such as WWF, and transnational cooperation efforts such as the collaboration between India and Cambodia for tiger reintroduction, highlight the commitment to safeguarding this species. Despite significant challenges, there is hope for the Bengal tiger's future. By addressing the root causes of threats, engaging local communities in conservation, and advocating for policy changes at national and international levels, we can work towards securing a thriving and sustainable future for these magnificent creatures. With continued dedication and collaboration, we can ensure that future generations can continue to marvel at the beauty and power of the Bengal tiger in the wild. If you found this information helpful and insightful, feel free to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this in the future. Your support helps spread awareness about the conservation efforts for the Bengal tiger and encourages others to join in protecting this magnificent species. Thank you for your engagement and dedication to wildlife conservation.